Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Kimmie. This is my attic, and today is the final episode of my nickel allergy journey series. It's weird saying that. 2 months ago, a little less than 2 months ago, I started this channel with my very first episode of this series where I introduced myself, I told you my story, how I knew I had a nickel allergy, and then we talked about diagnosis, we talked about how you can figure out what it is exactly that you're allergic to. We talked a lot about makeup. We talked about what's in makeup. We talked about iron oxide free makeup. We talked about eyeshadow, and we talked about regular makeup. And today we're talking about skincare. We're talking about skincare that you can use to soothe yourself when you have one of these reactions, one of these rashes, because it's painful and it's irritating. And like I said many times, they don't go away right away. But first of all, like I said, this is my final episode. And why is this my final episode? Because I've said pretty much what I wanted to say. I've said pretty much everything that I had to say. I have exhausted what I know about the subject. You know, in 2019 when I was diagnosed, I know I've said this multiple times, but back when I was diagnosed, there really wasn't a whole lot of information. You could find information about like different metals and, you know, belts and stuff like that, and even about some kind of foods, but there wasn't a lot of information about makeup and beauty products, and that's a huge part of this allergy. And so I really had to find all this stuff out for myself. And when I did that, I said to myself, I really want to pass it on. I want to be able to, you know, share what I learned with other people. My original idea was to do an ebook. I wanted to do an ebook. It was going to be called Stay Away from Pigment and Everything Else, My Nickel Allergy Journey. That was going to be the name of the ebook, and I actually wrote it, and I was going to try to get it published and whatnot. But it dawned on me one day that YouTube just might be the easier way to do it, and I might be able to reach a lot more people. So I sincerely hope that you thought this series was helpful, and people in the future, I really hope that, you know, if you are diagnosed with a nickel allergy, you'll stumble across this series and it will be able to answer some questions for you. That was the whole reason that I did it. That was the whole reason that I got involved in YouTube. And like I said, I just really, really hope that this series was helpful. Of course, if I come across anything in the future that I think is, you know, helpful or worth sharing, I absolutely will do so. And you can always check out my blog, myeyeshadowallergy.com. I will leave it linked below. And basically all I talk about over there is nickel allergies related to makeup and some other things too. But everything related to this nickel allergy. So you can always check me out over there. I'm pretty frequent on it. I'm pretty active on it. And with that, guys, let's talk skincare. So these reactions, they can pretty much show up anywhere on your body. The most common places are the face, palms of the hands that you get from touching stuff, the stomach, the torso area, but I think you can get them pretty much anywhere. I used to get them a lot here. I think this might have been from swatching makeup, but primarily I got them on the face and around the eyes. I will give you a very quick tip. Seems very obvious, but it's worth mentioning. If you do have like reactions or rashes on your body, an oatmeal bath can work wonders. It's very soothing. Now, I will tell you that these rashes, they tend to last longer than you'd think they would. I've had them last 2 weeks. I've had them last a couple of days. It's just the nature of the beast. Everyone's different. Maybe some people, they don't last that long, but I will tell you, my experience is they've lasted longer than you thought I would think that they would. And there's really not a whole lot you can do about it. You just kind of have to wait it out. So I do have some products today that I want to show you that I used and I feel are really good if you have a nickel allergy. So the first brand I want to talk about is a brand that you should become, I think, familiar with, and that brand is Skintifique. So Skintifique is a skincare line, and I'm going to have all of these products linked down below. It's just this is the moisturizer, this is the cream. They also make a gel, which I'll show you. And it's really, really nice. It's really moisturizing. It's really soothing. It says on the back, this moisturizing lotion is designed for people with dry, sensitive, or reactive skin. This brand is specifically for reactive skin. I don't know. But it has 13 ingredients, and it specifically protects from pollution and metals, including nickel. So this is a brand that I think that you should become familiar with. And really give these products a shot, because I really feel that you will like them. You will benefit from them. This lotion is so soothing. It really is. When I'm having a reaction, I use this on my body all the time. This is pretty much all I use. And I mean, sometimes even when I'm not having a reaction, I'll use this. And I'll use like a scented lotion, like a Bath and Body lotion over it, because I love how this makes my skin feel. But it doesn't have a scent. None of these products have scents, for the most part. I think I have possibly one exception. But, you know, anytime that you're buying something that's really made for reactive skin, it's a pretty safe bet it's not going to have a scent. So I have this, and I also have this one. And this is kind of the same thing, except it's the, I don't know why it's not focusing, it's the hydrating one. This is a hydrating gel. So it's also moisturizing and soothing cream for infants, children, adults, sensitive, dry, or irritated skin, and it's the same thing. These two products I would definitely look into, and another one that's really great is this Skintifique micellar water. 5 ingredients cleanser, removes makeup traces of pollution and metals such as nickel. So this is kind of like the Garnier water. I don't know if you guys use that, but I really like this one. If you have this one, again, is designed for sensitive, reactive skin. So if you have a nickel allergy, I would highly recommend picking this up. You remove your makeup with it. It's not great for like really, like, you know, like waterproof mascara or anything like that. Hard to remove makeup. Sorry, I went blank. But especially if you're gonna like wash your face and then go over it with this, it's really, really good. So this is a really special brand. It really is. I love this brand, and like I said, if you have a nickel allergy, I will link it down below. Definitely look into these products. I don't think you'll be sorry. And then this is right from the drugstore. This is plain old Eucerin. This is coming in very clear. I don't know why the other products are. Eczema prone skin, eczema relief cream. Very straight and to the point. You have an active rash, you put this on, it basically soothes it. I never got like itch from it, but it does burn, like irritation, like just painful irritation. So this really, really does help, and it is made with oatmeal. So yeah, this is, you can walk into any drugstore and pick this up. So this, you can start with this. This is a good one. This is a really good one. And then the other thing that I would recommend for the body is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. Not the scented ones. Don't get the scented ones. Get the original ones. You can get this at Sephora. I think you can get a couple other places. They have a website, but I always just pick it up right from Sephora. Sephora usually always has this in stock. And it's just a really, really nice moisturizing cream. Again, sometimes I use this even when I'm not having like a reaction. I'll use it under like my Bath and Body, because Bath and Body, to me, the body creams, recently my skin's kind of gotten okay where I can just use them, but for a really long time they weren't moisturizing enough. So I would use this under it and not over it. I have extremely dry skin, and I started using this product when I would get these bad reactions, and this really does help it. So again, this is something that you can pick up at Sephora. This is something you can pick up at the drugstore. But I really would, like, my first thing, I'm sorry, I'm hanging into stuff. My first thing would be to check out Skintifique. It really would be. I believe in this product. It's very good if you have reactive skin. If you have these kind of allergies, I would definitely go there. Okay, so as far as the eyes are concerned, the eyes are difficult because there's not a whole lot of, you know, eye creams that are really made for this scenario. Now, if you are having a real problem with your eye area, you can get something stronger from the doctor. That's what I did. But just to start out, I did use this Cetaphil Hydrating Gel Cream. So this is the one that I used from the drugstore, and it did make me feel somewhat better. My eyes are the worst when it comes to these allergies. They're the worst affected area. And going to the doctor will be able to give you like a cortisone. They'll be able to give you something specifically for your eyes. But this can help. This can help. So if you want it, you can get this at any drugstore. And like I said, it's just a Cetaphil hydrating gel cream. It just soothes it. That's all it does. It just soothes it. Like most of these products, they just soothe it. And then the face. So the first one that I have, and by the way, I have used the Skintifique products on my face. I've used them on my body and my face. This one and this one. The gel. The gel comes out like a cream. It looks like a cream, but it's actually like, when you rub it, it's like very watery. It's a much more hydrating, like watery formula. This is a thicker lotion. Okay, Polish Choice. This is the hydrating treatment mask. Hydrates dry, flaky skin and fortifies the protective moisture barrier. And up here where it says who it's for, dry, very dry. This I've had a lot of hit and miss experiences with Polish Choice, to be honest with you. I'm not in love with all the products, but this one I thought was really, really good. They have started selling this line at Sephora, so it's easier to get than it used to be. You used to have to get it online through the website, and this one you can basically, you just use it at night before you go to bed. Like instead of a moisturizer, you use this, and it really does help your skin. If you're dry, if you're irritated, this one really does help. So this is another good product that you can pick up. The last one is probably going to shock you. It's going to shock you. I'm telling you. The Face Milks by Fourth Ray. I've said it before. I think I said this a few times, how amazing this product is. This is the oat one. That's the one that I would recommend. This is the one I said is the one exception to the scents, because they do come scented, and I have used the scented ones when I had a reaction, but honestly I think it's best to use non-scented products when you are having a reaction. I just do. So this is oat face milk. This one I don't think has a scent. No, not really. And I'm telling you, like when I bought the body face milk, I was so disappointed because these are so lovely. The face milks are so amazing. When my skin was reacting, when it was so irritated, this was one of the only things that soothed it, really. This, of course, my Skintifique, but I mean, when we're talking about, like, you know, you wouldn't expect this face milk, but I'm telling you, these face milks are so hydrating. They're so soothing. I have worked them into my skincare routine. I was so impressed with them, and I have a regular skincare routine, you know, like we all do, but I have worked these in. I remember somebody saying that they were like really good, like if you were looking for something when you just took your makeup off but you weren't ready to do your skincare routine, and I understand that because you wouldn't think of this as like a real skincare product, but I do. It's so hydrating. It's just, I can't say enough good things about these, and I think they're on the cheaper side. I think they're like $12, and you can get them now at Ulta. I would highly recommend this. If you have dry skin, I would highly recommend it, and they do come scented. If you're not having a reaction, they have some really, really nice scents, so try it. Trust me. And the last product I want to bring up, another one that might surprise you, this is by Tower 28. This is the SOS Save Our Skin, and it's just a facial spray. It's called the Daily Rescue Facial Spray, and what does it say? It says use daily AM and PM, let dry before putting on moisturizer for all ages, skin types, including sensitive. Basically, it calms your skin down, and I don't know, I thought it said that somewhere, but oh, it says a happy solution for angry skin. They're right. Basically, instead of a facial, if you are having like a reaction and you're used to having like a facial spray, I would use this. I would use this. It's so nice. You just spray yourself in the morning, in the evening, and like I said, it just calms your skin down. It really does. It's just really, really lovely. And I wouldn't expect this. I didn't expect this when I first used this product. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is. But it's really, really amazing. They sell this little one. I had the big one at one point. Now I just have this little one because I don't have too many reactions like I used to. I just keep it in my purse. Again, you can pick this up at Sephora. Highly recommend. As they all fell. And that brings us to the end of the video. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I just want to say something on a personal note. This has nothing to do with anything we just discussed. I just want to say that when you start doing YouTube, or when you decide that you're going to do YouTube or something like it, and you start advertising that to people, people fall into 3 categories. I have found people fall into 3 categories. The first category is by far the biggest. People who wish you well, that's cool, that's great, good luck to you, and they never think about it again. And I would say most of us fall into that. We're all busy, we all have our own stuff going on, whatever. I would probably fall into that category. If you told me you were going to do something like this, I would say that's great, but I probably wouldn't give it much thought. Then you have the naysayers of life. You know, why are you going to do YouTube? You really think you're going to be good at that? Blah, blah, blah. They're out there. You know, you take what they have to say and you just move on. But then you have a third group. Now, this is the group that truly thinks that you should do it. This is the group that believes in you and really, really encourages you to do what you say you're going to do. And my friend Sean, who we were co-workers. We worked very closely together for 5 years. And we became friends. We became more than co-workers. We became friends. He saw me when I used to have these horrible allergies. I remember, I think I told the story in my first video about he was like, who punched you in the face? You know, we worked together every morning. He kind of, you know, saw me go through this. He saw me go through some hard things. And like I said, we were close. We were very good friends. And he encouraged me to do this. When I told him that I was thinking of doing YouTube, every day I came into work, it was, Kimmie, where's YouTube? Where's your channel? I'm going to be your first subscriber. You know, why aren't you doing it? Don't not do it. Don't think you can't do it. You have to do it. He was going to be my first subscriber. That was the deal. And he really, I can't even tell you how much he encouraged me, because a bunch of times I thought to myself, I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert by nature. Before I had this channel, I was never on any kind of social media. I wasn't. So this was not an easy thing for me to do. So what I want to say is just that Sean, unfortunately, was not my first subscriber. He didn't live to see me have my YouTube channel. He was murdered in June in a senseless act of violence. I miss him all the time. But you know what? I believe certain things, and I believe he knows, and he's watching. So, Shawnee, I did it. I'm on YouTube. Thank you so much for everything, for your friendship, for your encouragement. Rest in peace, my friend. I miss you. I think about you a lot. And that's what I wanted to say. You know, this allergy came at a really hard time in my life. 2019 was probably one of the worst years I ever had. Not because of the allergy, because of a bunch of other things that I was going through. I've never hidden that I've gone through depression. I think I've brought it up a few times. If I haven't, I have. It's not a secret. And this allergy came kind of in the middle of that. It wasn't the cause of it by any means. It just happened to hit me during it. And it was, you know, actually turned out to be one of the best things. Because I wouldn't be here, like, this channel, this, you know, doing any of this, if this hadn't happened to me. This allergy changed me and kind of forced me to take better care of myself. It really did, because I wasn't. And, you know, in that way, like they say, with every cloud, there's a silver lining. This allergy forced me to take better care of myself and kind of opened up a door into the beauty world, which I love. It's become a really fun hobby of mine. I was always a science dork. I was never into makeup or beauty products or anything like that. But like I said, it forced me to be on this path and to take better care of myself. And I encourage you guys to please take care of yourselves. You know, you're no good to anyone if you don't take care of yourself, right? So take care of yourself so that you can take care of someone else. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Bye, guys.